Hi, everybody. Welcome to a session we're having now with Rotendo from Brook, who is one of the UK's leading charities who work around sexual health and education and contraception, to hear about the amazing free contraception and contraceptive advice that Brook Southend can provide for you. This is partly in response to some of the questions that have come back from students from our Ask It baskets and from the student voice, but then also from some surveys we've had done recently where the young people at school have felt that they wanted more information about free contraception in the local area. So welcome, Rotendo. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm happy that we've all gone for purple without even messaging each other, which is fantastic. And so, yeah, please tell us, what does Brook do? What does the Southend team do? And what is this C-card scheme that we've been hearing about?
Awesome. Thank you, Ruth, for having me. So we are the Sexual Health Service in Southend. Brook is a young people's charity nationally, but in Southend we're an all-age service. But amazing things that if you live in Southend, you can access free condoms, free contraception, and a lot of other free services. This is my email address. I'm the health promotion coordinator with the education team. So I'm not clinical, I don't work in clinic, but we kind of go out into the community promoting the free condom scheme, promoting STI testing, including HIV testing, and really, really keen that young people know about what's on offer, because at the heart of the work that we do, it's making sure that we remove barriers to accessing sexual health services, especially for young people where there's a higher rate of STIs. And Southend, has a bit of a higher rate of teenage pregnancy. So when you need help, please just get in touch with
And
us.
I heard you say that for people living in Southend, but is this also open? I'm just thinking of students who might come to school to Southend but not live in Southend, open to them just as much?
So if you live, work, or study in Southend, you can access the C card scheme. But when you do, sign up, maybe if you're over 16 online, just use a Southend postcode. You can use your school postcode. But obviously, if you're getting contraception sent, or from SH24, then that'll be a bit different, maybe because you need it to be delivered to Southend address. But if you're signing up for C card, just use the postcode of where you are when you're signing up. I'll show you how to do it. It's quite easy. So just, I was talking about getting stuff online and stuff, and you may be like, what is she talking about? I thought you just walk into the clinic and pick up free condoms, or walk into a pharmacy and ask for free condoms. There's just a few steps before that happens. So we're the outreach team in the middle there. You see us in purple, we kind of go into the community. We're at the Forum Library there. Who happen to be one of the places where you can pick up free condoms. And the way the service is structured in Southend is that there's the clinic, which is the Taylor Centre at Warrior Store. It's close to Paul's, where you'd get your uniforms. So on South Church Avenue, really, really close to where you get your uniforms, next to Papa
Yeah,
John's
everybody should
Pizza.
know where that is.
Yeah, that's where we are at the moment. But in the next couple of months, we're going to move to the Victoria Centre, very close to the toilets, just by the toilets. You'll see a sign that says Brook. We'll be right there, and we will kind of make sure we do loads of comms so you know where we are, and just keep an eye on our Facebook page or our website, sexualhealthsouthend.co.uk. Then you'll know where we are. And then just another thing that's quite unique about the Southend service actually is that you can order emergency contraception, all types of contraception, obviously that don't need clinical intervention, can be ordered online. So you'd kind of just go to sexualhealthsouthend.co.uk and go order contraception, and you can order emergency contraception if you need it, or STI testing, but that's only available for people who are 16 and over for safeguarding reasons.
So this probably helps with some of the stigma, I think, around people sometimes feeling unable to go to somewhere to go and get a test done, for example. So having something delivered, is it in like a package that's obviously like STI kit package, or how does it arrive to the house?
It is in really discreet packaging. So it's like just like it looks like an Amazon package, like
Okay.
you know, really discreet. And the testing kits are for gonorrhea and chlamydia. You can have, you know, the fingerprint ones if you want the HIV and syphilis test. But basically, you just kind of do a little swab, actually, you know, like it looks like a COVID swab. If, you know, someone, you know, with a vulva, you just a little swab. And if you're someone, you know, obviously with a penis, then it's like peeing a little cup and then you post it off. But it's just kind of, you know, really, really easy, really straightforward, confidential. And to get the results, they'll text you a message just saying the test is clear or please book an appointment at the clinic.
Fantastic. But people can pick up things in the clinic as well.
So they can pick up condoms at the clinic, and
Okay.
there's something called test and goes. So
Okay.
if you wanted to test and you're worried, especially if you're younger, we're really keen to see young people. You know, you could just kind of knock at the door and just say, oh, you know, please may I have a test? And they'll give you a test and they'll just talk you through how to do it, and then you can self-post. Or
Okay.
if you wanted condoms, they'd encourage you to sign up to the C card scheme, which is what I'll show you now.
Fantastic.
There's just a summary of what we offer through SH24, which is the service I talked about. If you're over 18, you can do the photo diagnosis, but otherwise, just again to reiterate, it's a quick, discreet, and confidential service.
Yeah.
And
This is for when you're over 16.
when you're over 16.
Okay.
And so this is the online one, but the clinic will see people from age 13 upwards,
Okay.
yeah. And they will obviously age between 13 and, you know, 16. They will kind of ask loads of questions before to make sure you're safe, to make sure you're fine, you know, and you're not being exploited. They just want to make sure that you first and you understand what's going on, that you have capacity. So
Yeah.
don't worry, our nurses are lovely, really friendly, and they have your best interest at heart.
Yeah.
So finally to the C card scheme. So we offer, I think the Southend Council decided that they want everyone to be able to access free condoms if they needed to. So we've got something called a condom distribution scheme, and it's eligible to people who work, study, or live in Southend. And to register for that scheme, if you're age 16 and over, uh, basically you could scan the QR code, and I know Ruth's got one in the presentation as well. You scan the QR code and it takes you to a form. I'll kind of walk you through the process and just tell you a few bits about it. And you do the form and make sure you just keep the number, because and they'll also ask you for your email address, and that C card will be sent to you. So you almost like a virtual C card.
So
Most
is
of
it
the
physically
stuff is
posted to you? Is it physically posted, or is it a digital thing that you
It's
like
a
would have on your
digital
phone?
one. Yeah, that's the
Great.
only
Yeah.
reason we ask for your email address. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
so
good.
it comes to your phone. But I'll talk you through it a bit. But while we're on this page, if you want to scan the QR code and walk through the process with me, you can do that. Or also the website I've been talking about, sexualhealthsouthend.co.uk, and the clinic
Brilliant.
phone number. So when you go to the main Brook website, sexualhealthsouthend.co.uk, there'll be a little tab that says free condoms. So you go to the free condom site and you land on this page. And I'm not very tech savvy, so I wasn't able to show the whole page. So I just took a screenshot. But if you look very close to the bottom of the page, it says register online.
Yep.
There's a bigger bold blue button that says register online there. So if you
That's the
just
one
kind
you
of go to
push.
that, so if you go to the register online one, then it will take you to therapy audit, a confidential system where you can register, and it just tells you a little bit about the scheme,
Yeah.
that you can pick up condoms from any of the outlets that are participating. I'll tell you a bit more about that later. And
And
then there's a
just
simple form to fill in.
so people under the age of 16 can register, but not online. They can be part of the scheme, but they
Yes,
can't
they can register,
register
but
online
not
yet.
online. Not
Okay.
online. Yeah. So if they're aged between 13 and 15, we recommend that you come to clinic, or if you see our outreach team out and about, come to us. Just because of we need to go over the Fraser guideline, just
Yeah.
yeah, we really need safeguarding reasons. People aged under 16 can't register online.
Right.
But more than happy for them to come to the clinic, or just
Yeah.
have a one-to-one consultation with one of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd signpost you to some of our sites that are registering. but they are pharmacies and you may have to wait for a really long time.
Okay.
So please come to clinic if you can. And if we're able to do a drop-in at your school when you've got an event or something, it'd be
Mhm.
amazing to just have conversations with you.
Mm.
Um, so when you do go, the form is really straightforward. The only thing that I would say is there's a bit that says your postcode. If you don't live in Southend, please use the postcode of where you are at that time. So if any Southend postcode. So if you are rating the clinic, use the clinic postcode, or if you're at school, use the school postcode. All we need to know is the ward from which people are accessing the scheme from.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what ward they're associated with, just so we can kind of look and see who's accessing the
So
scheme.
that's not for anything to be posted there to that address
No,
or
no, we'll
anything
not
like that.
post.
Okay.
No, no, we won't post anything to you. It's really confidential.
Mm.
It's not linked to your GP records. It's not linked to your parents. The only thing they'll send in the email address, the reason they ask you for your email address is that they are able to send the virtual C card. And that's
Mm.
all the mail that's sent to you. And we can't see the C card. We can't see your email address. We don't keep those. As soon as you send the card, then, those are kind of, um, I think they disappear into cyberspace. We can't access them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Data protection and all of that. Yeah.
Absolutely,
Fantastic.
absolutely. And after they register, at the lower down, there's like a video that
Mm.
almost gives like a condom dem that kind of just talks about how to use a condom correctly. We
Yeah.
encourage you to watch that. And what else is important, Ruth? Have I missed
Wow. I think
anything?
maybe the pictures that it leads to with the pictures here. On the next
Yes,
slide, was it like a,
yay.
oh,
Um,
this is where, yeah, this is where people can go. Yeah.
Yes, so after you sign up, you get a number at the end, and these are the places that you can pick up condoms from. I would recommend Southend Central Library, like at the forum. If you're going to study, you just kind of go with your number to the reception desk and say, "I'm here for C card," and they'll just ask for your number, and they'll either write it down or type it in the computer and give you a pack of condoms. I'll show you. I hope I put that picture in what the condom packs look like, and
Again,
and then obviously the
are they
clinic.
obvious like neon
No,
pink? No.
no,
Okay, no.
no, no, no. So basically, someone say they look like sweets. The bags look like sweet dream. They're so discreet.
Okay.
I should have had one to show you. I'm just trying to. No, I don't have, but I will.
Because
I know
I
how to
think a
slide.
worry that young people have is, is the stigma, is someone going to
Yes,
see, is someone going to notice, and it's sort of, even as adults we still feel that, don't we? So I think
yes, we do.
I'm
We
really
do.
impressed with everything that Brooke does to try and lessen that and make things just feel more comfortable and, welcoming in a way. It's really good.
Absolutely.
So the
So
library's a good place, and then
yes,
and into Brooke as well to see you as well, and there's
into
pharmacies as
Brook,
well that are taking part.
Southchurch Pharmacy. Yeah, Southchurch Pharmacy, which is not so close to your school, but I know it's close enough. The library is the reason we put it at the library was just so if people were coming to study and
Yeah,
no one would know what you're going for, would they?
yeah.
You've got that privacy and confidentiality. Um,
So what would you
and
say the golden rules are? So if I've got the condom, how do I make sure that it actually does what we need it to do?
so I'm trying to do. I'm trying to look in my bag for a condom just so I can have something. It's weird to say I'm trying to look in my bag for a condom, but because I'm in this job, I tend to carry
Yes, I was going to say you
condoms with
probably
me
carry
all the
a
time.
lot of things in your bag around with you.
So you can hear nosy in my background. Okay, so I'm gonna have to talk through without it. Always check that definitely expiry date. Check that it's got this little heart sign that's called the kite mark or the C mark. But kite mark and C mark are really, really important. Make sure there's no holes or rips in the pack because that compromises the integrity
Yeah.
of the condom. Yeah. And feel when you feel the rim of the packet, like the little jagged edge bit, and then carefully push the condom to one side before you open it, and then open it up on the side. The reason you push the condom to one side is so that you don't rip the condom when you're opening it. Yeah, does that make
Yes.
sense? So yeah.
Yeah.
And then you
Don't
slide the
get a big
condom.
pair of scissors and sort of cut it open like that.
Yes, 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 yes. And then you kind of slide it onto your hand. But before you put the condom on, obviously make sure that the penis is erect. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You can't put it on a flaccid one because that won't work.
Mhm.
Um, yeah. So and when you kind of roll it down the penis, um, please ensure that you leave a little gap at the top, if you like you
Okay.
see on the diagram, and
Yeah.
that will ensure that there's, like space for the ejaculate to
Mm.
go onto. Obviously, you roll it down, and you try to get rid of any air bubbles,
Hmm.
and then you use it. Yeah.
Hmm.
But if you wanna use lube, make sure you use a water-based lube. Don't use Vaseline, don't use baby oil. Yeah, make sure you use the, you know, most of all our condom packs will come with a little pack of lube in there, but it has to
Oh.
be water-based. Yeah, because
In the
those are the
packet
guidelines.
that
Yeah,
when someone picks up a packet comes with some.
it comes with lube.
Oh, great. Okay.
That's why now I'm just looking around because these are things I always have like in my bag.
That's okay.
Little bits because we do so much outreach. But it comes with a little pack of lube.
So
And
would the other ones sort of damage, or could they make a hole happen or damage the condom in
yeah,
some way? Yeah. Okay.
absolutely. They make it slip off,
Okay.
or yeah,
You
they
don't want
can
to go to
make
all
it
that trouble
rip.
of picking them up and having them and being prepared, and then like for that to happen at the last minute, do you? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. And then
And then
finally,
after ejaculation, would say before the penis gets soft, you want to roll the condom off. Yeah. Hold the condom at the base. But you want to make sure that you take it off before the penis gets soft. Otherwise, the ejaculate will go everywhere and it's a
yeah.
bit messy. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Great.
yeah, then you some people tie the condom up, and then kind of wrap it up or put it back in the wrapper. And then when you get a chance, put it in the bin. Please don't flush it down the toilet.
Yeah,
Any
absolutely.
questions?
I think that's really well explained. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just fantastic to know that there's just different places to go and pick them up. And because it's that stigma, I think we know, oh yeah, we should, use this, or young people, we get that message, but then it's that barrier to like, well, where do I go? When is it open? How do I get it? Who's going to know if I go and pick this up or something? So I think the scheme is so good for that, because it's discreet and it's sort of local as well. I think it's really
Yes,
fantastic.
thank
Yeah.
you.
So did
And
you did
just
you have something about emergency? So what if we haven't had a condom or the condom split, or what
yes,
then?
if the condom split and you didn't have a condom, so Brook offer emergency contraception, and if you call the clinic or email the clinic, if obviously you've had an emergency, then you can access free contraception. So all the services Brook offer are free, but we are really keen to intervene, especially in situations involving young people, to offer emergency contraception. And STI testing, you have to wait about 2 to 3 weeks after the incident. But emergency contraception can be accessed online if you're 16 or over. They will ask you the date of the sex that you're worried about. And some people think that emergency contraception is just the morning after pill.
Mm,
No, there is a 72-hour one and a 120-hour one, so 3 days and 5 days.
okay.
And it will be sent to you in discreet packaging, to a Southend address though. This is where it's, like for SH24, you have to have a Southend address for it to be sent to.
Could it be picked up in the Brook
Yes.
clinic as well? Yeah.
Yes. If you start in Southend, go to the Brook Clinic. You can
Okay.
pick it up from there. I'll give you the best contact details. Yes, there was the phone number on the previous slide, but on the next slide, you'll kind of see the contact details for the clinic. The email address is really good. Or if you're an adult and the young person comes to you, you can just refer them into the clinic for an emergency appointment. So we do keep slots open for young people, especially, just to make sure that you get intervention straight away.
And what's one of the other advantages, other than coming and meeting the wonderful people at Brook? What's another advantage to getting emergency contraception from you rather than going into Boots or a pharmacy?
So it's free. It's totally free. If you're
Whereas
going to Boots, have you seen the price of it, Ruth? I want to say it's £20 or 30. Yes.
Wow.
And that's
Yeah.
a real barrier for young people.
Yeah.
Real barrier for young people accessing emergency contraception.
Mm.
So it is totally free. I'll say call clinic, but even if you would just, I don't say turn up. Ideally, email this number because that's the
Yeah.
quickest one. It goes to a number of inboxes.
Okay.
Yeah. And
So
if
the
it's
info at Brook would be the quickest way to
yeah,
do it online if you're over 16.
yeah, if you're over
Okay.
16. So
Fantastic.
so yeah, so if you're over 16, go SH24, which is
Okay.
the South on the website.
Okay.
Sexual, yeah, order free contraception online. But if you are in Southend or under between 13 and 15, then go to the clinic. But even if you are 16 and want to go to the clinic and you're like, I want it today,
Mm.
I don't want any chance of getting pregnant, then just go to the clinic straight away, just if you've got that anxiety, because we
Yeah.
know that there's a link between mental health and sexual health. Yeah, so if you're worried and on edge, you may also be able to get other support when you do go.
Okay. Yeah, it's quite a holistic approach then.
Absolutely.
Oh,
And
brilliant.
these are the email addresses I mentioned. If you have an outreach or any events, if you're having like, a sixth form um, I don't know, outreach or event or
Yeah.
something that's focusing on sexual health, just let us know and hopefully
Okay.
we'll be able to send someone in my team to come and give some support.
Well, I
Uh,
hope everybody watching this already knows where your base is and knows where you're going to be moving to, knows where the library is, and knows now how to get online and register if you're over 16 if you want. And if you're not over 16 yet, then you've obviously still got some tips here. Oh, fantastic. So there's some of the outreach things that you've done in Southend as well.
yes. And you can't really see the table. The reason I went to the slide was because so that you could see the condoms on the table, but you can't see the little packs, but the little kind of discrete purple packs that are usually on the
Perfect.
tables, but they're not really shown that well on there. Um,
Which just shows how
but
discreet
they
they
are
are.
so discreet. Yeah, they look like sweets. They look like sweet packets. Like over there on the table, you can see these white packs where Rachel's standing um, right in the bottom middle corner. She's holding a poster, but there's like little packs that are kind of lined on there that look like sweet packs. Most people are like, oh, are they sweets? What's in there? You'll never
Yeah,
know just looking at them.
fantastic.
So yeah, I got like nice stripy bags. Most people think it's candy. So whenever we're at family events, we just need to keep
Be
Rachel
quite careful
separate.
they're not taken, yeah. Well, that
Oh,
is just fantastic. Thank you so much, and thank you for everything that Brook is doing, and for all the wonderful work you're doing in Southend.
you're welcome. Thank you for
Thank
having
you
me,
so
Ruth.
much.
And
Hold on, this computer. Okay, who's recording? Hi. Oh, I'll wait if you have it back up again, big again, and then I'll. Okay.